Hi, I'm Paul Vallas, and I'm running for mayor of the city of Chicago. Don't mind my casual attire today. It's 17 degrees below zero, and I'm dressing for comfort and for warmth. The question of the day is, what makes me uniquely qualified to be mayor of the city of Chicago? Well, first, I believe it's my financial skills. Secondly, it's my public service career of providing equal opportunity and promoting equity. And third, it's my fierce independence of the pay-to-play culture that is degrading our city, both in terms of its economy and in its international reputation. Let me talk about finances first. I've been a crisis manager my entire life, rescuing the city in the mid-1990s when they were in financial crisis, rescuing the Chicago Public Schools, 1995-2001, where I inherited $1.4 billion structural deficit and left the district with $1 billion in cash balances, taking over and financially rescuing the school system in Philadelphia, rescuing and rebuilding the school system in New Orleans after the devastation of Hurricane Katrina, doing similar work in Bridgeport, Connecticut, where I rescued the Bridgeport, Connecticut schools, the largest school district in the state. It was on the verge of financial collapse. And then doing international work, rebuilding the education system in earthquake-devastated Haiti and doing education improvement work in Chile after the damaging earthquake that soon followed. And I've also done considerable work on developing strategies to revamp education in the federal Indian reservations, on the federal Indian reservations, and to in revamping education and occupational training in the federal prison system. So my entire career has been going into institutions that have been in severe financial distress and institutions that have been historically ineffective at providing their services and bringing back not only a financial transformation, but a programmatic transformation. Second, on the issue of equity, I don't think there's anybody in the country, certainly anybody in this city, that has worked more aggressively at providing equal opportunities and focusing on those areas that have long been underserved. I've done $7 billion in school construction in 4 different states, and 80% of that school construction, the new schools, the renovated schools, have been in the poorest communities. And I have made it my mission to provide equal economic opportunities, to bring some equality and some equity in the allocation of economic development resources. For example, in the Chicago Public Schools, I took all the school construction projects out of the political public building commission so that I could set minority contracting and minority hiring goals that were unprecedented. Over 50% of our $3.2 billion school construction projects, actually 54% to be accurate, went to minority companies, and over 58% of the hiring was of minority workers. So no one has demonstrated that type of commitment to providing equal opportunities. And then third, pay to play. I have been fiercely independent of the pay-to-play culture all my life, and it's demonstrated in the fact that I had the courage to take the construction projects out of the Public Building Commission so that I could set very high minority hiring goals. Now, it was reflected in the fact that I challenged the Democratic Party and the Democratic Party's handpicked candidate, Rod Blagojevich, for governor in the Democratic primary, getting outspent 14-1, receiving no support from the Democratic political establishment, including the 4 candidates who entered the race to run against Rahm Emanuel after Rahm Emanuel dropped out, and who are running for mayor now. And I demonstrated my independence of the pay-to-play culture by then leaving and going to Philadelphia to financially rescue that school district in 2002, and then later going to New Orleans to rebuild that school system after the devastation of Hurricane Katrina, and then spending a considerable time in Haiti and in Chile after the devastating earthquake that killed 250,000 people in Haiti, and a serious earthquake that severely damaged parts of Chile. I went to those 2 countries to help them rebuild and improve their school systems. My entire career has been one of public service. The Vallas family is a public service family. We have 6 veterans. We have for police officers, we have 3 teachers. We have 1, soon to be 2 firefighter paramedics. Public service has, we have always viewed that as a calling. We have always viewed public service as our obligation, whether it was serving in the military, whether it was providing public service in another capacity. We have always viewed it as our obligation to give back to our community. That's what we're about. That's what has always driven me when it comes to my professional life, and those skills, the skills to tackle the city's serious financial crises, the skills to allocate resources in a way that benefit all the communities, and the skills to once and for all rid this city of this culture of money and politics that is sapping us of our economic vitality and destroying our reputation. These are the reasons I'm running. These are the reasons that I want to be your mayor, and these are my credentials that I present before you. And I hope you seriously consider my qualifications. Thank you.